Okay. So it was Brother Polight. Can you see me clearly, baby? Are we good?
Yeah.
All right. And it's my brother over here. How you want to be identified?
Oh, this is Roman.
Okay, because, you know, I don't know if he's Mad Dog or Killer or if he wanted his government out there, so I just wanted to make sure. But we had a great consultation. My brother was not good.
Oh, man, it was amazing, man.
And it was so enlightening. I'm very proud of this brother right here, that when I come back from Japan, next consultation on me. You got
man, real talk?
Yeah, because we got to finish building.
Yeah, no, man,
You know,
I appreciate that. Man.
I was just getting comfortable, and if I didn't realize the time, if they didn't tell me I had to move my truck, I would have still kept building, and then I would have wound up being extra late. So it actually worked out good because I was going over the time, but I don't mind because you're going in the right direction. I just want to support it.
Man, I appreciate that, man.
How
That's a
old
lot,
are you?
man. 20.
20, man. Man, that's a blessing.
Yeah, man, I've been listening to your videos, man, since I was like 17, like real talk. Like,
wow.
Yeah.
17.
Well, I had like probably the last years when I really started listening to like almost every single one. But like I had seen you, because I would watch something. I don't know if you heard of Speaker's Corner.
Yeah. That's in UK.
Yeah, exactly. So I would watch that. It would be like Kemet versus Islam, and then you popped up one of those days, and I seen your video, and I was like, oh, it was pretty cool. So yeah,
it's crazy how it
this
works.
year, man, I've been watching your videos a lot, man.
Man,
so, yeah,
I appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
You know, let them know you had a good consultation.
Oh man, that was dope, man. What did we even talk on? We just talked on everything. I mean, I feel like we went all around the world, man. I mean,
and I economics. Most of your questions. We still have more questions.
Yeah, man. I mean, I had a lot of questions, but I didn't want to ask another question because it was just going so well. Yeah,
no doubt. But we definitely was talking about drop shipping and just success in general, entrepreneurship, timeshares.
Crazy game on timeshares.
A lot of game on timeshares that you can get from Can You Outthink Your Oppressor? You know, so I want to thank y'all for watching. He's about to pick out the book he wants, or books. It's up to him how he does it.
So let's do it.
Yes. Thank y'all, people. I love y'all. What's going on? And you know I got that secret Santa cell. Let me stop. I know you'll say Santa, Satan, brother. So that's secret Satan. So basically, for the next 24 hours, it was 48 hours. So up until tomorrow, probably noon, because I'm gonna be on the plane. You email me at brotherpolite45@gmail.com. Always leave your full name and your phone number. I'm giving you $5 discount off of each book. And no matter how much books you buy, I'm shipping it out for free. If you're in town, I'll see if somebody dropped it off to you. Unfortunately, it won't be me no more. But I want to engage my audience. I want to connect with them. I did this in New York. I'm doing it in California. So I've been going to people directly and dropping off books. So we have some of the books here. He's actually looking at some of them. This Paper Terrorism.
It's crazy seeing these in person, like the top.
Yo, it's a lot of energy. Okay, Extraterrestrials and Religion, the eschatological and cosmogonical origins of the religions that plagiarize. Very popular. This is dope. This is Kemetic Arcana and the Hebrew Dialectic Subterfuge. Kemetic Arcana and the Hebrew Dialectic Subterfuge. This is very important. In my travels to Kemet, I made sure I documented that which was on the walls. Look at this, and it's in color. My books are in color. Okay, I publish my own findings, do my own translations, give you my references, and I show you the Christians used to bury their own, and on their tombstones they had unks there, not crosses. I show you that. I actually show you 2nd, 3rd century Christians who buried their own to unks, not crosses. I got a whole bunch of data in here. Metal nature, all of that. But like I said, it's all in color. All my books are in color. All my books are in color. Look at this. Coptic Museum. Look at this. Tombstones with the unks on it, not the cross. And these pictures that I have up in here, everything from me going to the airport, all of that. My findings.
This is nuts.
Okay, so I mean, the translations as well, because we subject to the conversation or the narratives that European scholars present to us. I went there, I filmed all of the pyramid text all over the walls, the coffins, right? And then what I decided to do is say, I'm gonna take the time out and have a conversation about things we don't conversate about. And I found a whole lot of resourceful data that we never talk about because it's not in the narrative, it's not in the publications that other scholars choose to talk about or publish. Okay, so this is a dope book right here.
Yeah, that's when I was like,
Blood is Thicker Than Water, Ag Nation, and the American Terra Firma. This is a powerful book, and the reason why this book is powerful, right, is because we show you how to retitle your blood to the trust. The reason why that's important is because we were property, and still your state property if you get locked up, right? And so what happens is you have slaves whose blood were valued distinct from each other. So some slaves were worth more than other slaves, and that never even changed. So we would do our blood test, our DNA test, and then we claim ownership of our blood by retitling it to the trust and recording it as a deed. So we'll go to the Secretary of State, go to the miscellaneous index, and then we'll do the recordation as a deed itself. So I go through all this information here. It's real powerful. Also, the sovereign affidavit of nativity, making sure you have witnesses there for the birth of your child. And we create our own rendition of a document that reflects the birth, the live birth of our children, void of being subject to the laws that rule the seas. Okay? Admiralty. So void of admiralty. Okay, so we're talking about the presumption of the item sonins and nullifying that. Now I know this is a whole lot of different words and jargon, but trust me, this right here. And then, you know, we got our promotions. Can you outthink your oppressor? We got some dope stuff here, man. He's shopping, man. He's like, yo.
Yo, it's like late Christmas. I mean, not Christmas.
I dig it. Secret Santa sale. I dig it.
Man, that's nuts.
Yeah, so what you do, let me make sure. I think it says a little blurry, so I want to make sure that they don't have no problem seeing it. Okay, hold on. Let me type it in. Brother Polight45@gmail.com. Leave your full name and phone number. Again, we doing this sale for just 24 more hours. You'll be able to purchase any of these books, $5 off, no matter how much books you bought. Somebody done bought 100 books. They made me basically pay them for the books because I had to ship them out, not here to Barbados. We had to ship it out to Barbados today. They bought about 12 books.
Yeah.
You know, he said, hey, babes. He said, I see the publications there. I said, oh, man, you know what I'm saying? You talking that talk. So, you know, we got sacred geometry and telekinesis, introduction to biokinetic phenomena. You know, what I do, it be spiritual. Right? Look at this. I write in a scriptural form. I do the knowledge in scriptural form because I know we're acclimated to that connection. We have this connection. And it's actually a good read when you read things in columns and in verses.
It's got everything like thou, shalt, this and that. Is that how you did it?
Oh, I got some of that jargon there, but my version.
Still blurry.
It's still blurry? Mm-hmm. That might be the same person saying that it's blurry because I don't think everybody's saying that. So what happens is, you can put it over here. So what happens is, I don't know if this is too dark, but anyway, you see it's in column form, and it's actually, for me, easier to reference the material if you can say what chapter, what verse.
Yeah.
So you can find the points that really resonate with you when you read them. You feel me? So, man, I got to take some time out and read to you what's inside these books. Man, I got some stuff in here. I want us to start reading.
You ever read your books?
Oh, of course, man. Well, I have to. I read them before they come out.
Like after they come out, do you ever go back to it?
I'm always writing another book.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but when I'm on the plane, I always dig in and I be like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Like the way I worded something. Of course, you know, pennies are for millionaires and houses are the new credit cards.
What's this one about? Stocks and bonds.
Oh, stocks and bonds. This shows you who owns you and how to look it up on the market based on your birth certificate, because when a person is born, they have what they call, some say cestic trust, or cestic trust, and the Department of Hygiene turns it over, you become part of the Department of Commerce and all this other stuff. And basically just like how you have a boat with products on it, and the boat stops by the water neighboring the land, which is on by the bank. The boat stops by the bank, right? Yeah. And then the people that's manning the ship, okay, they gotta come out with a certificate and manifesto, right, to tell you the value of the pops out before it leaves the ship.
Okay.
Okay, so the boat breaks into the water because you know when the boat breaks or cuts through the water, it's called breaking the waters.
Okay.
And then when it stops, is at its birth, B-E-R-T-H.
Oh man.
And it stops at the actual bank. And then they have to give you.
At the bank.
They stop at the river bank or the bank of the waters when it's at its birth after breaking the water. And then they have to come up with a certificate and manifesto to confirm what is the value of the products that's on the ship and how much it will make or contribute to the economy. So now we see a woman whose water breaks
so that's
during
where
birth.
it's come from?
Yeah, that's the
why
nomenclature for admiralty or the laws that govern the waters, right? So now when a woman gives birth on a part due to the fact her water broke, she gets a birth certificate because her child manifested. And now there's a CUSIP on there, a Committee on Uniform Securities Identification Procedure, what is the security? Because that's one of the words inside the Committee on Uniform Securities Identification Procedure. So it has a CUSIP on it. So we know somebody's in debt to somebody because it has a CUSIP number. And then when you look up security, it's a paper certificate that attests to ownership and equity as in case of a stock or ownership of a bond as in case of a debt obligation which has tradable derivatives. So this means we sold the stock. So now that we know a certificate is a security is a paper certificate that attests to ownership and equity, and you have a CUSIP on your birth certificate, that means it's an attestation to someone owning you based on your value.
But what is admiralty, like the laws with boats and stuff, what does that have to do with our laws?
Oh, because they're treating you like you're goods.
Okay.
That's been transported across the waters.
Who benefits from that? Like, how could somebody like...
Well, we could start back from the slave masters per the transatlantic slave trade.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Exactly.
Man, that's
it's
nuts,
real crazy,
man.
bro.
Ah.
So that's why blood is thicker than water is important, because what we find out based on the Ag Nation, Ag Nation and the American Terra Firma, what we find out is that blood supersedes water. So DNA supersedes admiralty.
DNA supersedes. What does that mean for us?
When you claim your blood and own your blood, you qualify this as a DNA trial, right? Then no law that governs the seas can circumvent that which you are genetically, because blood is thicker than water. This is not even a saying that's cliche. This is actually law. You cannot use admiralty to supersede or undermine or usurp your nationality or your genetic reality. Okay, so it gets real. It gets real. I mean, I came out swinging when I was writing these books, bro. I was swinging. So this is blood is thicker than water. People lie, DNA doesn't. Tome number 76. This was the 76 book.
That one because I see that's the only one out of the set you got here.
Oh yeah, that's because I sold about 15, 20 of these today.
Wow.
Not even with a conversation. It's just people who just be collecting items like, I ain't got that one.
Yeah.
Or I saw that on the stream yesterday.
That's nice, man.
I got this one. Did black people create white supremacy? And then this book right here, it's a thick book here. This is a 300 plus page book.
Jeez.
It's a 333 page book. This is how I was doing it. This is how I was doing it. Yeah, if you don't purchase between 24 hours, these books will be available on the app. It's just right now I'm doing free shipping and I'm taking $5 off. In celebration that the app is about to come out, the app is going to have educational games and everything on it, so you can learn the information a whole lot quicker, because I ain't expecting everybody to be reciting everything like I be doing. But you will in due time if you play those flashcard games that's going to be on the app. We have a board game that's going to come out for real estate that's going to be nuts. And it's going to be showcased on the app where you can play it digitally. It's going to be a lot of fun, trust me. We got Go Spell or Godspell. This was my 59th book. Look at that.
And this one right here, I was interested in because it's like, why did you create the language? Like,
well, that's a good question. Let's get to my brother here. He asked me, what did you ask me?
Like, why create a language like?
I love that.
Yeah.
We talk about sovereignty, right? And to be sovereign is to have autonomous control. That means that it is undiluted. Now, what is the only thing we really can say we truly have control over? Ourselves, right? And we lost control of that. Right? So now we have to say, what was incumbent that the slave master do to break us up as a people? The first thing wasn't to beat us. His main goal was to stop our ability to transmit thoughts or communicate ideas about our culture from one generation to the next, starting from the immediate one thereof. And so, if we're going to claim sovereignty, when we look at languages that people speak, every language that we see our people speaking is a derivative or a reference point to who colonized them. I don't care if you're speaking Creole, French, Haitian, we know who came to colonize. Okay, we know who came to conquer. Okay, and the African American, English. It doesn't matter what the Hispaniola or the Spanish. It doesn't matter. We can tell who colonized you. So the way we demonstrate true freedom is through our own speech first and foremost. A language that no one can tell us you saying it the wrong way. You know, you don't want the Arab telling you every time you start speaking, oh, you're not pronouncing it the right way. Because that's what they like to do to us every time we start learning something. Everybody else can have an accent when they learn the language we speak in. But when we speak a language and we learn it, everybody want to be on our case. You're not pronouncing that right.
You're not doing it right.
But everyone else can have their accent though. Everyone else can say, oh, I come from here, so that's why I pronounce the words that way. We do it, oh no, you don't speak that way. So we need to demonstrate control over our own paradigm. There's words that correspond with actualities in our history that can't correlate with nothing else. Like we'll say nature, and then they'll say God, but it's not an equation. You can't equate that. In Arabia, you might have the ilm al-jasad, right? And they would call that an avatar, right? But avatar is not a proper association to what an ilm al-jasad is. So what I'm saying is every culture has words and terms that evolved from experiences and circumstances that correspond with the same, that other languages cannot transmit or identify or communicate, because these circumstances are exclusive to those people. So when they take their language, they take away those circumstances, they take away those experiences. You feel what I'm saying? They take away your ability to connect with your people.
Bring the memories back?
Create language to bring our memories back, resurrect those languages, because it's tonal language, so it causes the brain to grow. It's another thing. We want to speak tonal language because it causes the brain to grow. And another reason is we need to have something we call our own, autonomous. We want autonomous controls, something that members of the community can contribute to, can introduce new words into our dictionary based on new circumstances and events that transpire in this era that generations to come can reference it and say, oh, this is a word that means this, and we would have to explain what it means, not someone else tell us.
Excuse me? Daddy, look.
That's deep. I don't know why it's showing blurry. It might be the internet.
You want me to?
See? Oh, it is coming out blurry. Damn. Man.
Connected to the Wi-Fi?
Nah, this is messed up, man. Damn.